Welcome. This is another video for our CaGBC Technical Insights of the November Addenda. The Canada Green Building Council acts as the voice of the green building sector, working with our technical advisory group and steering committee volunteers and industry stakeholders to ensure LEED reflects the unique needs of the Canadian market. I'm Anneke Lijs, and I'm a LEED reviewer with the CaGBC. The location and transportation category has several credits with changes. For this part 2, I will be walking you through clarifications provided for bicycle facilities, reduced parking footprint, and electric vehicles. For bicycle facilities, our technical advisory group suggested to extend the time frame for counting a planned bicycle network. It was originally set for 1 year, and we all know that creating a solid bicycle network unfolds over years with our municipalities. It is now set to 3 years. There are several updates to the credit reduced parking footprint. The previous 4 options have been condensed into 3 options. Note that option 1 is worth up to 2 points for ID plus C projects versus 1 point for BD plus C projects. The separate option for no off-street parking was removed, and instead, projects with no off-street parking can now meet the requirements of the new option 1. Let's take a further look at the new option 1, no parking or reduced parking. While not exceeding local code, the parking capacity must now be a 30% reduction below base ratios for parking spaces by building type. 2 points can be achieved with a 60% reduction for ID plus C projects. Base ratios for parking have been added, replacing the previously referenced 4th edition ITE handbook. The base ratios can be found in Appendix 4, Table 1. If determining base ratios by building type is not suitable, the projects may use the most appropriate land use found in the 5th edition ITE Parking Generation Manual. Appendix 4 can be found in the November 2020 rating system version. It is not included in the beta guide. For option 2, car share, the calculation method has changed. For this option, provide car share vehicle parking spaces for at least 1% of the total parking spaces, rounded up. So instead of 1 space per 100 occupants, the calculation is now based on 1% of the total parking capacity. Further clarification for existing car share vehicle spaces is also provided, requiring a minimum 2-year agreement between the project and car share company. Finally, let's look at option 3, unbundling parking. The requirements are to sell parking separately from all property sales or leases. It is now clarified that for owner-occupied projects, free or subsidized parking for employees cannot be provided. Furthermore, the daily parking fees have been clarified to be at a cost equal or greater than the daily round-trip cost of municipal public transit. Moving on to electric vehicles, there are changes with this credit to better align with the industry. Governments are setting ambitious targets that will further accelerate the rapidly growing adoption of electric vehicles. Several municipalities are adding their own requirements, like the City of Toronto. There is also often funding available to help, such as NRCan's Zero Emission Vehicle Infrastructure Program. For option 1, the name has changed from electric vehicle charging to electric vehicle supply equipment. The requirements have been strengthened to 5% for all 5% of all parking spaces instead of the previous 2%. This threshold increase is in response to market needs and goals. Clarification has been added to the requirement for level 2 charging capacity, stressing that this capacity must be met for each required space. Lastly, there is an added requirement for the equipment to meet the connected functionality criteria for Energy Star certified EVSE, in addition to being time of use market capable. For option 2, the name has changed from electric vehicle charging infrastructure to electric vehicle ready infrastructure. Here, the requirements have been strengthened to 10% of all parking spaces instead of the previous 6. Additionally, the lengthy list of requirements has been condensed to focus on 3 primary and clear requirements. To be EV ready, there must be a dedicated electrical circuit with sufficient capacity for each required space. Each circuit shall have conduit and wires sufficient to provide level 2 charging or greater, and the infrastructure must end at an electrical box or enclosure located near each required space. That concludes this highlight, but if you found this video helpful, be sure to check out our other videos in the series, some which have been released. You can find updated versions of the rating systems and beta guides on the CaGBC website. You can also download the rating system with tracked changes, as well as a summary of changes, both which give you a clear picture of the updates. For any questions or for more information, please contact us at leadcoach@gbcicanada.ca. Thanks for watching.